just not trying to get into that trap of just like wanting to be someone, because you will never be that someone. You always will be the best at being you.
Perhaps out of your own mistakes or out of the stories you've heard from your colleagues. There is no shortcut, but of course, everybody wants to avoid mistakes. Could you just make a few hints for our colleagues?
I'm a big believer in that you should find your own way, your own voice, and your just own brand that you're trying to develop. And that's not a thing that comes from one day to another. But in long terms, you should try to learn from your mistakes, of course. But like finding your ways and what you're doing, like your line that you're trying to follow and your own path. And of course, you will always like try to look right, look left, and that's a good thing. I look a lot of like I'm the photographer who's saying like look at your competition in some ways, trying to learn from them, try to analyze them what they're doing, but not trying to copy them, but trying to find like small things and hints and all that stuff to give your own way, like your own voice and all of this. Because I know there are a lot of photographers who just trying to be like someone else. I'm trying to be like someone, I don't know, like the people who are looking like I'm looking up to, and just not trying to get into that trap of just like wanting to be someone, because you will never be that someone. You always will be the best at being you and being. And this comes with a lot of things, like your photography style, your brand, the way you're talking, the way you're writing, just all those things that come all together in like this big thing that is your business. And because your business will be always best if it is you and not a copy of something you will find online or just something like that. And this would be basically my goal and or my tip for people who are starting out, who are basically want to get into this. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't like. I mean, I got into wedding photography with second shooting for another photographer for 15 weddings for a whole year. Oh, like after that, I had that thing in my brain that says this is not you, and this is not this is not the way I want to be a wedding photographer, because I want to do this on my own. I want to be creative on my own, and I don't work for like this is just not how I'm working to like be under someone who says that what you have to do, but rather like experience everything for myself, do mistakes, learn from my mistakes, and just find in my way. And that's basically my last 7 years in 2 minutes, like compressed.
Oh, that's beautiful. And how do you think should photographers, especially young photographers, should believe in themselves? How they should gain this trust? Okay, what I'm doing, this is my style. This is what feels right for me. Nobody else is doing something close to what I'm doing. How should I actually trust in myself?
I mean, the trust part is always hard, and I know that. But I think you should just be confident in what you're doing, because what you're doing, like if you like really find someone that maybe not others doing, and even if others do some part of it, it's also okay. But like it will get with time, and it's okay to like try something else out, but then coming back to the path that you want to go, or just maybe finding like a path that you never expected to happen, but it just went that way, and then you're trying to follow this one. It gets like a little, it's not good if you're trying to change paths like every 2 months. So you will with time, you will get like more narrowed down to what you're actually wanting to do, and you will not just changing everything. And in the start, I usually always tried things out and just always like try to be someone else. Like I'm the last person who says that I'm not influenced or wasn't influenced by other photographers. But then just trying to overcome that and just be you and learn to be you. And it's not something you could learn from like one day to the next, but learn from mistakes and learn what you don't want is more important than learn what you want. Yeah.
Beautiful. And how much time did you need to find your personal style, your signature style? How many years or months or days, or it was just bam, like from the first wedding, it was there?
I mean, still a work in progress, of course, I guess. But I haven't changed like. I mean, like the last 3 years been definitely like the point where I'm basically saying like I'm getting closer to what I want to achieve, and like learning to achieve this at more and more often, and at more and more I mean, yeah, there always will be stuff that at the weddings that I won't like in the ways that I'm shooting, but it kind of gets down to like like 4 years to like kind of learn and search and to like the last 3 years where I'm just where I'm basically have find what path is mine.